3, 2, 1.
What's the fuck
guys?
is up, guys?
Welcome to that GD podcast featuring Eli Tinney again.
When you did the intro, I didn't realize you guys were talking for like your videos. I was looking right at Gina. So y'all start looking at the camera, bro.
I know we
always
do that.
Alright,
Yeah.
today we're gonna be
That's just gonna look real awkward in the video version of it.
Oh, it's all good.
you know what's crazy? I was trying to like.
You know what's crazy? I didn't give a fuck, bro.
Oh, it is.
Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about Isaiah Rashad. Dallas, any initial thoughts?
Let's see, Isaiah Rashad. He's signed to TDE. I think he fits right in with their whole vibe.
Yeah.
Real West Coast music, real trippy, something to vibe to. And I just realized how like poetic he actually is. A lot of times like you just hear his flow and not so much exactly what he's saying, but yeah.
I just remember when I first listened to Isaiah Rashad, I told you forever to start listening to him.
Always. And I gave him like a 20-second listen on like one of his weirder songs that was on like Sylvia demo. Like I think I just like skipped forward to Rest in Peace Kevin Miller when he's just yelling in the chorus, and I was like, how is this good? I was a freshman and I don't think I'd ever smoked before, so like I was like, how is this good?
I can't even remember why I started listening to him. I think it was like a review video and they were doing Sylvia demo and I was like, yo, that shit is fire. So I need to listen to it. And
this shit was fucking fire.
And then I told you about it.
That's a reference to a previous podcast, so
shout out to
the real ones we get that.
Shout
out to the one person in here, Peyton.
But
Literally.
yeah.
Yes. We do it more for the camera than
Hey, you know.
and for fun. Go ahead. Alright, so I'm sorry, Gino, you're giving me this disappointed look.
You know, it's okay. Let's just get into the first song.
Yo, Dallas, you know what's fucking big?
Before we start talking.
Bro, I'm gonna start crying.
Yo, have you ever tried those fries spinning out, bro?
I'm making that
Okay,
G
Gino, I
podcast.
didn't even say my opinion,
Alright,
alright? Jeez, bro. You're talking about
I haven't even realized you
I'm
heard of
honestly-
Isaiah Rashad. You
No, that was
listen
what I was
to
gonna
artistic
say.
music?
I'm honestly gonna like.
That was just all gang
I'm
gang
making-
Eli.
I'm making a That G podcast.
Alright, anyway.
I've heard maybe 2 songs from Isaiah Rashad that these guys showed me. I haven't actually sat down and listened to it. It's gonna be my first actual like, just sit and listen.
No, I'm excited for that because I feel like
It's
I feel
it's
like
a
us
real
three
first
have,
time
like,
reaction right
Yeah,
here.
I feel like us three have like different stages of Isaiah. I mean, I feel like I listen to him the most.
Yeah.
You listen to him obviously, but like I don't feel like you've listened to him as much as me. And then we have Eli like
You just listen,
barely
basically
listen to
nothing.
him.
Yeah, basically.
So I feel like this is
I
a
know
pretty-
his style and like I know what kind of music he puts out, and I've heard like little bits of songs to just kind of get an idea, but I haven't heard like a full song through. And I've definitely not like been sitting and like listening to it while it's playing. So
I feel like that's what helped us on the Mac Miller one too. I feel like you
Yeah.
were kind of like Eli right now, and then I was you, and then you were
To a much different degree though, because I still know like 4
you
Mac
still know
albums.
Matt's song. No,
you
no,
guys
I'm
just know
saying.
like 12.
Yeah, I feel like that's what helps that podcast, and I feel like that could help this one too.
That's true.
yeah,
We need to make it
if
a
I,
GDT.
If I pulled through to the Mac Miller podcast, I would have been in the same state I am now. I don't really listen to Mac
That's
Eli
true.
just listens to
It's
some
all
like
gang gang.
Eli loves country. Eli loves
Eli
country.
is the hardest
Alright,
one out
to
of
be
all of us.
fair, I do listen to rap people that are out here.
Okay, that's
believe
true,
in
that's
Gino.
true.
I do listen to rap, and I listen to a lot of rap.
That's
It's
true,
not
that's true.
these 2
That's true.
specific
We should bring
artists.
to a top hits. Well, we should make the GDT podcast. But anyway, what's wrong by Isaiah Rashad?
Cut my hand, bump my head and fell off top and run on sins and friend on friend. If we don't win and pay your tax and make your fins and we alright and KO kins and big old rims in LA. If that ain't wrong, if I ain't gone, I ain't home, I ain't them. No more ends and no more trends and photo 10 and photo lens. Notice this, POTUS, bonafide, woe is me. Bowl of grits, naked pimp, beam it up, clean as other side, chill for making life look clear for hill for tip top cliff for this the vision side to side. Some gifting, if we honest, you gon' miss it. Twisted with them, distant ism. See your mic kissing with.
Whoa.
I feel like that's the best Isaiah Rashad party song. Like if you're at a party. Yeah, I
You
don't.
can't play anything else at a party except for Smile, maybe. Smile has some bass to it, but like that one is definitely like it's got enough kick to it to where it's not so mellow.
Yeah.
But
Eli, any thoughts?
I would agree with y'all in saying that it's just like a vibe song, except shit you play at the end of the party when everybody's like just
gone.
fucking gone.
It's like I don't know. It's just a good song to vibe to.
Yeah.
Like you said, like these verses are ridiculous. Like I don't think.
Ridiculous. You know who said that? Peyton in the chat. Just want to. I don't know.
You always have to. Never mind, bro.
Right,
I just
I've
feel
only
like-
been on 2 podcasts, and just the sheer number of times that he's done shit like that is incredible.
No, I just feel like if somebody if this song was playing and they just knew this whole song word for word, I'd be amazed. Like
I feel like I got it close to down.
I don't know. There's like some bars that I know, and there's other bars that I'm just like you said, you had to like.
Yeah, I got it. So anytime you read lyrics as poetry, it definitely hits different. And I just want to talk about what he said because they say so much. I'm just gonna read like the first like 10 bars of the first verse from Isaiah Rashad.
You should mute that?
I'm legible. Watch. No way.
You are gonna...
But I'm not gonna read it like he rapped it though.
Alright.
He said, I cut my hair and bumped my head and fell on top and run on sins and front on friends. If we don't win, then pay your ties and mend your fence. And we are right, the Kaioken and big old rims and LA hoes. If that ain't wrong, if I ain't gone, I ain't home. I ain't them. No more ends and no more trends. In photo tint and photo lens. Notice this, pour this shit, bona fide, woe is me. Bowl of grits, naked pimp, beaming up, clean as fuck. Other side, like, that flow is just insane. That's like a J. Cole bar right there. I'm not even gonna lie. That is a J. Cole bar.
That's true.
He just keeps going.
Yes. That's like a J. Cole or like Logic sort of bar, but he does it in like a West Coast just smoked out vibe.
That's true.
I feel like a lot of people can like relate to the hood. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, say it, sing it.
I'm not gonna
don't
sing
definitely
it.
don't sing it. I don't want to sing that. Dear God, we're
Like,
gonna lose our
I don't
one
know,
follower.
just like feeling like you're going in circles and I don't know. I feel like that's me a lot of the time. Like I always think ahead so much, and I just feel like I'm going in a circle, and I just get so far into the future. I'm just like, yo, I'm living in this moment. Like I need to focus on right now.
Yeah.
And then I mean, a lot of people can relate to like needing that smoke, whether it's a cigarette, whether it's a blunt, like to be able to like feel better and be able to like actually exhale and be like at peace with where you are instead of focusing on where you're gonna be in 5, 10, whatever.
And that's why I feel like everyone needs something like an activity that keeps them like mindful. And I feel like even if you're not doing things because they keep you mindful, like when we go shoot hoops, that's exactly what you're doing. You know, like or we've all gotten shot hoops when we're just over shit too.
That's facts.
So like we all have that, and it doesn't have to be like when people think mindfulness, they think like meditation and stuff, and like I'm into that too. But like there's a lot of like mindful activities where you're just lost in the moment, and that like that's important too.
My favorite place on my college campus is like this ghetto ass fucking outdoor court like on South Campus in the corner that nobody fucking knows about. And it's the only place that actually looks like fucking Vista. Like I just go there, like I have to fucking take a bus to get there because like
what?
on the edge. Well, we have 3 different campuses and like they're free buses.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, so it's like because our school's pretty big, so like East Campus is like where everybody lives, and then there's like North and South Campus where like South Campus is all like the humanities.
And then there's
and, like,
more UMasses, like that's just
UMass.
UMass Lowell.
Yeah, I got a UMass Lowell. I didn't say that in the beginning, but yeah. So then there's like North Campus is like where all the STEM classes are, but yeah, I have to take a bus all the way to South Campus and then walk all the way into like the back corner, and then there's just some jank ass fucking basketball court. So, yeah, I've had many a night.
Yeah, those like
that place.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Those places of just like a home and just like whatever I do here, like nobody can judge me or nobody can
sort of like
make me down. You know what I mean? It's like I'm at my place.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Or like the GD podcast is another good one.
Exactly. That was actually a perfect example though. For real.
All right, what we got up next?
We got For the Squaw. You know, this is the second song on his album, The Sun's to Ride. Tirade. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. But,
tired, sure.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I carried you on the DoorDash, so I'm a little tired.
Yes, crazy. No, I worked 9 hours today, but Good.
I just remember when this album first came out, didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I love Sylvia Demo. Then this album came out, and the intro was just kind of like somebody saying like, "Where's your album at? Like, it's been this many months. I like no more excuses." And then gets right into this song, and I feel like it's just a perfect opening to an album, and just like it gets you right in the mood of what Isaiah Rashad is. It's like a perfect chill vibe song, and it has deeper meaning. So yeah.
For sure.
Big Titus. Turn up! Turn the light off, Daz. Turn it down. Hey, you roll up? You roll up for the boys? For the squad? No, that's Ty job right now.
You hit that light too.
Hey, chill out. Yeah, if I can pay my bills, I'm good. I'm coming over. Found a message in my bottle. Your son is coming up. By the bill, by ill, by boo. What you already saying? You ain't nothing but a baby.
Me?
Yeah, you for once. I'm gonna let you.
You always try
first.
But I mean, that was For the Squad by Isaiah Rashad off his The Sun's Tirade album. I mean, I kind of introduced it and said like my first thoughts and opinions. What are your guys' take on it?
I feel like he addresses like some cool stuff, like right before the last chorus. When he says,
Yeah, the last one. No, right there.
"Oh, all right, now I got the moon and the stars below my feet. So low I speak, so I don't wake them. Praise the Lord that got in me, who made me spoiled with rotten teeth. So I perform the prophecy." And on the norm, the plot could be to be expressing who we are and addressing who they aren't and doing what they can't and want. He covers a lot of stuff right there, like feeling high or like stardom. I got the moon and the stars below my feet. So low I speak, so I don't wake them. Praise the Lord. I don't know if he's talking about like being humble. Like I speak, like I just stay in my own lane because I don't want to like stir up anyone around me. So low I speak, so I don't wake. But and I like the last line about expressing who we are and addressing who they aren't. It's like, I feel like that's what all rappers do. They always just like put themselves above everyone.
Yeah,
and like,
for sure.
That's what rap is like about, is like telling you what like you're about and like saying fuck what everyone else is about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. What do you think, Eli?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like think that his flow is just crazy on every song he puts out, every song that I've heard, and it's just like you just have no choice but to be vibing out to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like this part, like when he was talking about his kid. I forget exactly what he was saying, just in the chorus, like
Right there.
yeah, he's just talking about his like kid growing up and like just how shit's getting real. Like it's kind of like an interesting spot talking about like when a kid starts to actually like understand stuff, and that's kind of just what he says, like your fear is growing up. So it's like, I don't know, it's like when does everybody start to realize that shit's fucked up?
I know.
Yeah,
And I feel like as a kid,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
feel like I don't know, you feel like you have all these like fears and you don't, I don't know, like I feel like your parents always say, oh, you'll understand when you're an adult. And they always say that, and you're always like, why are you saying that? Like, I should understand right now, like just tell me right now. And then like, as I've been getting older, these little things that my parents used to tell me, it's just like crazy how they're all clicking now. And it's like the fear is growing up, because the more you grow up, the more you know about life, the more you know about the world. And I don't know, I feel like you just realize how fucked up it really is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think he kind of asking or like bringing up like when they say like you'll understand when you're an adult or like when you're older, like when is older, when is it that point? Like he's kind of realizing that it's gotten to that point in his kid.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought was cool.
I agree. Up next, we have Heavenly Father by Isaiah Rashad. Right? Yeah.
Oh.
Heavenly Father. I think.
You didn't queue up.
Did I not queue up AA?
You didn't queue up AA, no.
Oh,
So
I
it's
might
AA.
be able to do it. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're gonna try to queue up something last minute. See if it works or if it plays the other song. But
I'll do it so you don't fucking
probably play the other song.
it probably will. But quick story note: the first time, or like in our film class together, Gino was always telling me to listen to Isaiah Rashad, and I always was like, I don't know, like we talked about every other artist, and then I'd be like, yo, who you listening to? And it'd be Isaiah Rashad, and I was like, maybe I do need to listen to him.
Yeah, it's good.
When I finally gave him a chance, Heavenly Father, which is coming on later, is the first song I heard, and that's a really deep one, so I like that. But right now we got AA coming up. A lot of Isaiah Rashad's songs just sound like intoxicating, and he struggled with like substance himself, and like he's just a real like just drugged out guy, and he just like his songs just feel like slowed and like soothing. So it's a real trippy song. That's why we listen to him. Like he's fun to listen to because he's trippy.
Can we also address that we have another guest over here?
My cat has entered the chat.
Fred the cat is now another one listening to the song, bro.
Hey, yo, Fred, what the fuck is up, my guy?
Hey, he's rolling up, though.
He's a little stage nervous.
The second down was open his mouth, that cat ran for his life, bro.
I'm trying to get him on
headphones, and he was not about it, bro.
Oh, man, I'm gonna let you laugh that one into AA right there.
Life I live like, baby, don't drink, like, baby, don't think too much, don't drive. I got here, I can't even. It's life I live like, baby, don't drink, like, baby, don't think too much, don't drive. I got here, I can't even tell my nigga ain't a damn thing parked outside. Size my cup, nigga, I'm Gucci, size my hair, nigga, I'm boosting, nigga, burnt out, can't even catch fire no more. Figured it was just a West Side movie, but thank God I got my bank.
Yeah, so we just went on live like as we were talking about that, so it's got completely thrown in. So we're on Genius. A lot of our ideas are from our own head. We quote anytime we're on Genius and we find out like something about it. He says in the chorus, he says, "I'm like Granny with the whip, I'm not Oprah with these hoes, and I keep a Snoopy Barbie because it keep me on my toes." So he's talking about like being ready for action as far as like a fight or like any gang activity or like someone like, you know, like on the block that's not like familiar or like anything like that, like staying on his toes, you know. And a Snoopy Barbie, I don't know how it has anything to do with a Snoopy, but a Barbie's toes are like pointed.
On his it's like, I don't know, literally
like,
on the toes.
Exactly, and so like anytime a Barbie like walks around or like it's always like on its toes. And I just think that's what the heck. So it's referring to, Genius puts it as therefore keeping Rashad on his P's and Q's toes to not get caught up. That's crazy. That's and
just, I don't know.
Yeah, Eli, what'd you think? I want to hear your first reaction to that song.
Well, we were sitting here reading the lyrics, and that shit was crazy. Just the whole song is just like, there are just so many like one-liners that are just like, some of them were pretty fucking funny. We were laughing over here. And, yeah, I was looking at one right now. He said, "I've been driving for 10 exits and I'm still in your throat." That shit laughed me dead.
We're just like, what?
But yeah, I mean, it's just like the whole song is just talking about some real shit, so you gotta respect that.
I agree.
I feel like this is like a perfect Isaiah Rashad flow. Like if you were like hyping Isaiah Rashad up to your friend, you're like, "Yo, his flow is just crazy," and you're like, "This is a song you need to play," because he just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like the one line like a lot of people can relate to would definitely be the hold on.
It was like the beginning of.
Yeah, it's like let a sip it all alone, babe. It done been a long day. It done been a hard 10:30, and we're assuming $10.30 was just his minimum wage back in the day.
It definitely was.
And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like not as much of the Boys and Girls Club, because like I've been like there for 2 days and it's been amazing. But like I just remember after those 8-hour shifts at Taco Bell and just dealing with like stupid customers and just like getting home and just wanting to do nothing and have like no interaction with anybody. Like that's really how it be. And I mean, a lot of people, like when they're doing that, they end up drinking, they end up smoking, and like I just feel like a lot of people can relate to that.
Relief.
For sure.
I feel that. I think what I liked is like I guess they call it the post hook on Genius. says, "Thank God I got my bank where I keep my heart inside and I keep it far away from all these hoes and flashing lights." And Post Malone a lot talks about like trying to, what's it called, like cover up his pain with money and stuff like that. And he says in one of his most popular songs, he's like, you know, I would throw it all away. I keep on wishing that the money made you stay.
Oh yeah.
What song is that?
It's called Stay.
No, it's not.
I mean, serious. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's not. But because it's like more pop than that. But yeah, and I just have always liked that song because he talks about just like buying stuff and like buying his girl like a car and like just realizing that he can't actually buy love. And you know, Isaiah Rashad is just saying, good thing you got my bank and all this money so that I can like put my heart inside of that to keep it away from all these hoes and flashing lights. And obviously that's like toxic behavior and a toxic mentality, but like he's just bringing light to it, and like that's like an expression, like that's really how it feels, and that's really an issue with people that make it big and are famous, you know, like it's a real thing.
And I feel like, I mean, when you were talking about that Post Malone song, how he was trying to buy love with like all these girls, but I feel like in this bar, Isaiah Rashad is like woke that he has a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he's thankful for that because he can then like tell if a girl is toxic and he doesn't have to spend as much money on them or something, you know what I mean?
Like he just knows like, oh, this girl is a gold digger, like he can just tell now.
I feel like, you know, we've
that's
all
why I'm
had
saying, like, thank God I got my bank.
Yeah, I feel like we've all have had those girls where like we've gone on dates and they're expensive and you're like, why the hell did I waste my money on that shit?
A long time ago.
But like
yes.
now it's like, you know, I thank God that I got my bank because I can keep all my money far from all these hoes. I don't know. I like it. Yeah. That's what I was interpreting it, but
yeah, I mean, I take it.
I thought of it less about money at all. I mean, I know it says bank, and like obviously that's a reference to money in some degree, but I thought of bank more as like just the vault, and he's just talking about like, I don't know, having a lot of heartbreaks and shit like that. So that's why he's saying keeps his heart inside of a vault and like doesn't let a lot of people have like access to it.
Dang,
yeah,
that's why I like about having you too. It's just like we all have different interpretations. I love that shit.
That was cool. I'm gonna review that tape later. What we got on next?
This one here.
Let's see.
Heavenly Father.
Ooh, this is. I'm not even gonna talk about this one, but it's about suicide. So listen up, and it's pretty deep.
Now everybody telling me a lie. Lord, they give me something for my soul. See, I don't wanna think of suicide, so please don't take the lucky out my door. See, I've been tired of f***ing all these girls.
Well, you just heard Heavenly Father by Isaiah Rashad. I was waiting for Dallas and Eli to come back.
Let's see. Keep talking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say something.
No,
I mean, that's definitely one of my favorites off of Sylvia Demo, and one of the reasons like I kept going back to it. Like there were specific songs that I liked more than others, and I feel like without those songs, I wouldn't have listened to Isaiah Rashad much. I feel like this one, Shot Down, probably the first song, Hereditary too. But yeah, I mean, he's just talking about a lot of deep shit on this song. Like, I don't know, I really like the chorus. It's like, you know, SZA just singing like, Heavenly Father, why are you so far away? And I feel like when you take what Isaiah Rashad is saying, and then it's like SZA is kind of like his conscious in a way. It's just like, why am I having all these thoughts, and like why am I like on the verge of like killing myself, and like why are you so far away right now? Like why can't you be helping me right now? And I feel like obviously like there's a lot of times where God does help and everything, but like I feel like there's been times in my life at least where like I'm having all these awful thoughts and I'm just like, where is that higher power at right now? It's like, why can't I feel better? And I feel like a lot of people end up blaming God like sometimes for like how they feel. So I feel like Isaiah Rashad I don't know. I feel like in a lot of songs, you can tell he's a religious person, and he, believes in a higher power, believes in God. So, it's I feel like people that are very religious like that, they are the ones that sometimes tend to like attribute everything that happens in their life to God. It's just like if something good happens, it's like thank you God, and then like if something bad happens, it's like God has a plan for me, and like this is just a minor setback. And obviously like there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like that's exactly what this is.
I agree, and I liked let's see. I really like the whole song. Like, it's about deep stuff, and I'm not really in the mood to get into suicide or anything like that. But yeah, he just really like he spits his soul into that one, and he calls out rappers. That's what I was gonna say at the beginning. He says, or let's see, verse 3 maybe. Where is it where he's like, storytellers tell the story wrong. Oh, he says it is in the first verse at the end. He says, the storyteller tell it wrong, and glorify the horror and the wealth. And mama tell me coming home, and I just need some guidance in my steps. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one alone. I know I'm not the only one who felt, but the whole storytellers tell it wrong and glorify the horror and the wealth. He's definitely talking about rappers that like are all like gang this, gang that, like definitely glorify violence.
They, you know what I mean? And then like flexing their money and shit after too.
Hold on, I'm getting a call that I do not need right now. Alright, we had technical difficulties.
Tag down on one clip where he's just
I don't know how technical difficulties.
Listen, that I'm talking about, I hit him with the sorry can't talk right now, and the last message they sent me, I left on red. So it went from being completely ignored to sorry I can't talk right now.
Wait, wasn't the fucking guy?
No, it was not the guy.
You got another call?
Huh?
Wait, so you got another call from somebody, and that's why they had to restart?
Yeah, we got another call.
Have to
Horrible. Anyway, that was a good song, and I'm pretty sure it just started the next song because I got a call. So this one you're hearing is No Way. It's a much happier vibe. That's why I wanted to follow it up.
I take a drag at the square, I feel anxious, bit dangerous, it's a verbal appearance. It's reflecting my perspective, beer goggling fear. Role model so hollow, shadow adolescents in the gaggle of them. Road to the riches, still paved with the ditches. Get caught up in the hype, your career's for a night. Ain't these other niggas, cause these just fake. They ain't poppin' shot, these niggas is poppin' dot. Fine at the shine, beat me up in a rhyme spot. No crying till I'm in the pine box.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I like that song a lot and I like the flow on it, but not too much really stood out to me except for what you said on it.
Honestly, I think I just love these tracks, like where it's the Black Hippie trap kind of.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, Kendrick isn't on this track, but I feel like, I mean, that's just like normal though. When you see your homie like spit on something and they're saying some real shit, then the next person that comes in absolutely bodies the verse because he wants to match him. And I feel like that's exactly what all three are doing on this song. Like,
I love when artists do that. Like, there's a song with A$AP Rocky and Big Sean, and they're just handing the mic over and over and over. It's Frat Rules. Yeah, it's and they literally just hand the mic. They go like 2 bars for 2 bars, and then like bar for bar.
And then word for word.
And then word for word. They're like, hold up. It's crazy. And I love when people like really pass. It feels like they're passing off like a baton when like it's a good transition.
That's how it feels. It's just like.
It literally is that.
J-Rock's like, alright, here you go. Here you go. Go ahead.
I remember the song Forever by Drake,
that's one of the
Lil
best,
Wayne,
bro.
and Eminem, and Kanye West came out. And like I would see all these YouTube comments, and it was like Drake like made the spark, and then it was like Kanye West, who's next on that song, like like made it ignite, and then it was like Lil Wayne set the forest on fire or something like that, and then it was like Eminem just dropped a nuclear bomb on that shit. Just like that's I love it when artists collab and it works. But tell them what you were talking about the I can be a real dude but my daughter see me bigger line.
Oh, like, I mean, in Schoolboy Q's verse, he's just talking about selling drugs and stuff like that. I mean, that was what the main verse was from J-Rock was too. And he's talking about just like where they grew up in the hood and their struggles in growing up. And I feel like, you know, he was saying, pull up on the block, they call me a real blank. See, I can be a real blank, but my daughter see me bigger. See a body full of love and yours full of liquor. And I just feel like it's like he pulls up and these people just see him as another black dude that is in the same neighborhood, like going through the same thing, but he's saying like, I can be that for you, but my daughter sees me as way bigger than that, so I'm going to be bigger than that because my daughter sees that in me and she gives me that. And it's just like, I have a body full of love and yours is full of liquor. Like, we're both black people and we're both going through the same struggles, I'm doing a better job at getting out, and you're just like making excuses and drinking and doing all that stuff.
That was good. That was a good insight. You got any?
I think he just like went through the entire.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's about all you can say on it.
I agree. So up next, I'm really upset I couldn't show you guys No Way because somebody wanted to call and leave voicemails.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and texts, petty texts. Gotta love those. Oh, Silk DeShaka, I fucking love this beat, bro. This is like
so good.
This song reminds me of like 808s and Heartbreak with the chorus guitar in it. Oh, dude, it's crazy. Just understand this beat. It's insane.
I almost got this. You gotta memorize. It's for the haves and the have wanna give away. I almost got this. Hey, I ride around in your car. I put my weed in your blunt. I am the sky to your star. I am the end of your month. You are the start of my.
Yeah, that was Silk DeShaka. I feel like that's one of the trippiest beats for me when he goes, like, just when the chorus drops and he goes, do, 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 and like that electric guitar, and then like on the second verse, they take out the electric guitar and they just play like the bass and the kick, and then like in the third, they bring it back. I think that's so sick because you're expecting to hear that melody that like was so like pleasing in the first, and then it's just not there. Then you wait for it, and they just bring it right back to like really make the song hit home. I really like the first verse. I didn't realize how much of a love song it really starts off as, because like it ends trippy and it ends with him just talking about like his drug problem. So I was like focused more on that part of the song because like that's what Isaiah Rashad was always talking about. But like he really said, I am the sky to your star, I am the end of your month, you are the start of my day, you brought the smile from my face, I see the world from your eyes, you pulled a thorn from my side. I know you love me, it's rare, I know you love me, but yeah, I know you love me. It's rare, but I know you love me. And then verse 2, he goes in again, just talking about someone special to him. And like, dang. It's crazy how someone like so like street, you know, and real like ride out kind of vibes and just like slump, smoked out vibes, how like deep he can get and like his wordplay and stuff like that, you know, like he's still, I feel like I cannot write that while intoxicated. Like I'd write something stupid, but like Isaiah Rashad's bars and the beats, they're so intoxicating, but like they're so woke too, and they're conscious, you know, like they're very,
well, the
very deep.
reason he talks about his drug shit at the end of the song is because he's talking about how his like drug addictions is ruining his relationship. Because at the beginning, like you said, the first verse is all talking about like everything's good, like you're amazing, like we fit so well, and then the second verse he's talking about being far away from her and being like, this place is calling me, and like that's him talking about like, getting fucked up. And then when he goes into the chorus for the second time, he says like, it's getting harder for me to know you love me, and then he goes into the chorus, but it's just like talking about shit's getting worse, and then he follows that up with him talking about because he's just like getting high all the time, and he's saying, I wouldn't be here unless I had to, meaning like he wouldn't be getting high all the time if he didn't have to, but he's just like going through his own shit and like it's getting like really bad, and that's why I was like fucking up the whole thing from the beginning of the song. It's like the whole transition. That's the whole song.
I think Eli just did
I think you can just have the whole podcast.
Literally the best first like analysis of the song. Like, holy shit.
Right,
the third verse, yeah, like
he hasn't even heard the song. That was the first reaction.
That's what I'm saying. The best first reaction to a song. Like, I feel like the last verse hits me a lot is because like he's I don't know. I feel like a lot of people obviously like him. It's like he's using drugs, but he's saying like I don't want to be here if I don't gotta. And that's exactly what you were talking about, Eli, but he's using it through drugs. Other people use it through other things, and I feel like that's what, like, I've had those thoughts, you know what I mean? Just, like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have to, and just, like, whether that be, I don't know, just relaxing at home, doing nothing, being depressed, it's, like, and then having to cope in different ways, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like that shit hits deeps. But, yeah, I was reading, like, the analysis from the first to the last verse, and, like, Eli hit it spot on, so I just don't really know what else to say to that. It's just, like, the first verse is, like, when everything is perfect, and, like, there's no problems, and it's, like, you know, you're falling in love. And then the next verse goes into, like Eli was saying, it's, like, instead of, like, I know you love me, it's, like, it's getting hard. Wait, what did he say?
That's the last line of the second verse.
To know you love me. It's, like, it's getting hard to know you love me. So instead of, like, saying, like, I know you love me, it's, like, getting hard to even know that you love me. So I feel like it's showing through the process of a relationship.
Yeah, Peyton, you're gonna listen to the next song, and I'm gonna invite you on for the hell of it, alright?
Boom.
So if you're like alone or like if you're not with anyone else, what do we have next? I fucked up the whole cue, so.
Yeah, Dallas is a head ass.
Yeah, Hereditary. It's the last song.
I haven't heard this song.
Last song.
So I don't even. You'll hear my first reaction as well. That was your song. Did you really just look up? Why are you looking up "Happy Birthday"?
No, because my
my
grandpa just said this, but like I didn't understand what
okay.
I don't understand what baccio meant.
All I saw, I looked over at your phone.
I was trying to look at baccio.
It says "Happy Birthday" on the English part, and it says "Feliz cumpleaños a ti" in Spanish.
It means, I don't know if he's saying like he's giving me a kiss, because like that's what I thought baccio meant, but I thought he was trying to say like happy birthday like grandson. I was like, that makes no sense, but yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, bye.
That's nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
Like, yeah. Shout out, you know, tomorrow's my birthday. Shout out to the real friends that knew that. You know?
Are you even on there?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, my fault. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, yeah, my birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to the real friends that remembered. But
not remembered.
Yeah, you didn't. But no, just remember we were going back and you didn't go to my birthday. I remember that.
I was at your last birthday.
For the 17th, Eli was there. You weren't there, bro. You're fake.
The 17th? That was not for your birthday. That was
my 17th birthday.
Oh, your 17th? I was there for your 18th. Who gives a fuck about a 17? It's not even. Anyway. The reason why. No, I wasn't doing my analysis. Your stupid ass insight.
Shit,
bro. Fuck.
God.
Sorry,
the reason why. I think the reason why I chose this song was because at first when I listened to Isaiah Rashad, I didn't like these type of songs. I liked Shut You Down. I liked Heavenly Father. But like Hereditary is, like Dallas was talking about earlier, it's a trippy beat and he's just kind of going in, but the beat kind of might kill it and you might not be into it because it's different. And I didn't like that at first.
Yeah.
But as I've listened to Isaiah Rashad more and more, I've come to love these songs. So that's why I wanted to end with that. It's like Isaiah Rashad can just take the most random shit and just spit over it. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I really respect.
I think it's always a good way to end the podcast. Is like you got to introduce them with like stuff that like they might like and like something they're familiar with, and then slowly like take them down deeper into the artist's bag and just
exactly.
Yeah. What do you think overall of? Well, actually, all right. Now, do you have anything to say about this, Eli?
Just that it was a surprisingly, like, me and Dallas were looking at the little bar at the bottom that shows, like, how long a song's been playing for, and like it was almost halfway done, or like it was probably like a third of the way done before like the intro ended, and me and Dallas were like, is something like fucking up, or is like the song really that short? But even though it was a short song, it was still like nice with it.
Any last thoughts, else?
No, I'm gonna invite her on, and then we'll all talk about what.
All right, cool. I'm down.
Let's see.
For how long it's gonna take for you to fucking do this, but.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, she coming?
Uh-oh. She said that. Uh-oh. Oh, she's on. No way. Hi, Peyton.
Hey.
Yo, it's a group chat.
You just talk.
So, yeah,
Just
you
talk.
better watch how you talk to her.
Yeah, we can all hear you, so you're good.
Can you hear us?
Whoa. Hold on.
I think she's probably in her headphones.
Peyton.
She said, hold on. Give her a
Oh
second.
no.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. What's up?
She's so excited.
Ah, shit, I gotta talk now. Fuck, bro.
What you up to? Besides
I'm
listening
sitting on my
Oh,
bed,
yeah, why are you gonna ask
listening
that,
to you
bro?
guys.
Bro, I didn't hear a word she said.
Be like, yo, what you up to? You've been driving around.
I want to hear her say it, okay?
We should make that GDP podcast. I feel like Payne would be really good on this
Yes,
podcast.
Peyton, you should totally come through to one of these.
I would be so good on this podcast. You guys don't even know.
I mean, we're setting the bar kind of low, so.
That's the problem. You put too many head asses in charge of anything, and it's not bro.
No, but, I wanted to know, like, have you ever listened to Isaiah Rashad before tonight?
No. Dallas showed me like a song earlier, and that was it.
And, like, I mean, so you basically just like Eli. So what are your thoughts after 9 songs?
I really like him. I like how he's different, and I like that trippy vibe that you guys keep mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
I think his
a
lyrics
low-key roast,
are
bro.
like ridiculous.
Yes.
But
yes.
specifically the last song I really liked. Like, oh my gosh, I thought it was so cool how he's kind of talking about like all the things that he's doing wrong to whatever like love interest, and then he says about like how he learned it from his father, and that it just really goes to show like how your parents can affect you or your role models in general, and how like it manifests into behavior like different behaviors later in life.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Pulled out
like,
manifest.
That shit made me like, that shit made me emotional. Like,
wow, that was a great.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I love that. You're definitely coming on this podcast.
You like how like
He's
I
almost just straight busting in half the end of that episode.
that was the weirdest thing you possibly could have said right now.
I know, that's why I wanted to say it, because
I'm dead.
That was 100% the weirdest thing you could have said. I'm sorry, Peyton. I'm sorry.
No, I thought
I
it was
just wanted to
so
see the
funny.
look on Dallas's face right after I said that. That's really what I wanted to see.
Yeah, no, you should totally. You got to come on for Logic. Logic
yes.
is
Oh,
We're doing Logic the week from today.
I have so much to say about Logic. Like, you couldn't get me to stop.
I bet I have more.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
let's see. We'll
Shot.
have to see.
Dude, I would pay money on this. Like, Eli and I should judge, and they should just go back and forth about stuff.
Ooh, I'm so down. I'm
Tag
so
team.
down.
I feel like I want to hop off that one almost. I feel like I don't know Logic on the level I'm gonna get out Logic.
You definitely are.
Like,
yeah, you definitely
both,
will.
like, super fans, bro.
Two
Yes.
super fans versus like a 1-800 fan. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
I'm damn near. I'm pretty much a Bobby Soxer, bro.
Oh my god.
Name his very first mixtape. Name his 3 alter egos.
Young Sinatra.
Nope.
What?
Keep going.
That's one of them. So don't fuck with me. Young Sinatra. Stop.
Come on, Dallas.
Stop. I know. Bobby Tarantino.
And then who else?
And
You almost forgot
Psychological.
fucking
Logic.
No, Bobby Hall. That's his regular self. Dumbass.
Okay, well, Logic, like that is his regular self. I nailed that.
Bro.
Logic is his stage name.
Okay, yeah, I said I was willing to hop off the podcast. You didn't have to
You just
kick
got
the
straight
marshmallows
exposed,
down.
bro.
I know.
See, like, I would have lost on that too, but I wasn't the one saying that I could get it and just get exposed. I mean, like, I've listened to a fair amount of Logic's albums, but I wouldn't say I'm, like not on the level of Gino and Peyton Logic fan. I mean, I fuck with him and I fuck with his lyrics, obviously. I fuck with a lot of lyrical rappers, but...
I'm super happy then. Like, if we get paid on this one, that'd be lit. But yeah, I really...
It's gonna become like Logic trivia, bro. Like, you're gonna know
I'm
every
here
time.
for
You're gonna
it.
have to...
Every song.
Here
like,
for
yeah.
it. Yes.
Oh, like, did you know this about the song? I was like, nope, I knew this. You know Logic wrote it? You know Logic
No,
wrote it
nah.
during this time period of his life? It's like... Oh.
Go ahead, Peyton.
No, I feel like Gino would definitely have me like on that like trivia stuff. But as far as like looking deep
The shit
into
that
his
actually
lyrics and
matters,
how and how it's like affected him and his fans, I feel like I could go on forever about that.
Boom. Yes. I love it. I'm so here for it.
I'm
Whoa,
so
he
here
doesn't even
for
know you
it.
say that. He doesn't even know you
Wait,
say
really?
that. Have you ever heard her say that?
What?
I
She
say
says
that
that
all
all
the
the time. Like
time.
that's like her.
Her what?
Like I'm here for it. She says
you
that like
serious?
24/7. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like her
always like, I'm
catchphrase, kind
here
of?
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
That's wow. He did
I'm
not
about to
know that.
start
I kid you
crying.
not.
I'm about to start crying, bro.
All right, this is where we're gonna end this podcast. So you don't fuck around and fall in love.
You know,
Wow, bud.
another installment of That GD podcast.
Any last words, Peyton?
Nothing except that be ready to listen to everything I have to say Logic in a week.
I'm very excited for
All
that.
right.